Let me set the scene for you. You are rushing. You're in a hurry to get to the airport. You have toast in the toaster and you have all of the condiments ready so that you can enjoy a quick breakfast on the way out as you head out. But you're really pushing time. You're really moving slower than you anticipated today. Things aren't moving as fast as you usually do. And for whatever reason, it's seeming like you might just genuinely miss that flight. As important as this flight might be, everything seems to be going wrong left and right, and you are just trying to figure out what is going on today. Like, this isn't you. This isn't how you normally are. You're usually on top of it. You usually have this thing lined up and ready to go. So, what is it? And at the last moment, you're almost out. You're jumping to put one shoe on. You really have this, but you're struggling. You go and you reach for your toast and you realize your toast is burnt. You gotta make new toast. There's no way you can just leave and sit in the airport. You're not paying for airport food. You're not paying $20 for an avocado toast. You have to remake this. You have everything set out. The only thing you're really worried about now is just the toast. So you set the toast back up, you remake the toast, and you head out. After you've consumed that toast, you're satiated, you're good, you're ready to go. So you head on your way. You're on your way to the airport, and it takes a little longer for your Uber to get there than you're used to. But you arrive at the airport. 5 minutes to spare. You talk to security and ask, "Is it too late?" Your flight is already taken off. They're able to reschedule your flight. So you're still going to make it to your destination. You're just not going to make it at the time that you really wanted to be there. With that being understood, you take the flight. You let whoever's going to pick you up know, hey, I'm going to be running a little late. I missed the earlier time. The moment you land and touch down in the city that you're supposed to be in, you receive a text from your friend. They tell you they're out front. You head into their car. You and your friend head out. But on the way there, they mention that there's a lot of abnormal amounts of traffic. There's a fire truck and an ambulance. Something's up, but they're not really sure what, and they'll just check the news later. You guys arrive at your final destination and realize that the flight that you were supposed to be on had a terrible accident. One of the doors had flown off mid flight, and the very seat that you were meant to sit in, was gone. Hey, how's it going? My name is Cam Hayden, and today I want to talk to you about the burnt toast theory. Here on this channel, I try to do a mix up of everything that I spend time thinking about on a day to day basis. Recently, I've been thinking a lot about the burnt toast theory. I had you all vote, and you decided that you've also been thinking a little bit about the burnt toast theory. As always, I'm a new channel, so like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about the burnt toast theory. But with all of that being said, let's get into today's episode about the burnt toast theory. Now, I want to go on record as saying that the burnt toast theory and the butterfly theory are not the same. They feel the same, but they are very much different sources of understanding approaches to life. The butterfly theory is a chaos theory of sorts. It describes that small changes can have large, unpredictable consequences. It's often used to describe how a small action can set off a chain reaction of events. The best way that we know about this analogy is that you step on a butterfly on one part of the world, and in another part of the world, an earthquake takes place. The reason that these are different is because the butterfly theory speaks from a worldly perspective. It talks about things as though they are happening consequentially due to any exchange that you may have with your environment. The burnt toast theory suggests that minor inconveniences can be a blessing in disguise. The burnt toast theory is a way of looking at all of the negatives that may befall you and seeing what benefit came from them. I don't want anybody to use the burnt toast theory as a section where we just solely think about toxic positivity. The overarching idea with the burnt toast theory is that sometimes losing that job that you were really upset that you had to work at anyways may lead to working somewhere by via a connection from that job that leads to you working in a space that you've always wanted to. Burnt toast theory can also suggest an idea that sometimes you may miss out on something because you are meant to be something so much more. One of the best examples I want to try to use for the burnt toast theory is Dochi. The now Grammy award winning Dochi is phenomenal. But there is a story that's been popping up all over the online spaces. It's the story of when she recorded a video on her YouTube channel declaring that she had been fired. And instead of taking her firing as one of the worst moments that could have happened, she understood that bills have to get paid and things have to be done. But she looked at this as a moment of reprieve and a moment of change. It was a catalyst for her. She stated,
So I got fired today. I don't give a fuck. Either way, I'm gonna be straight. I'm just gonna go to a whole bunch of like studios. Ask if they have any internships open. Record label companies, like I'm just gonna go in. Who gives a fuck? At this point, I have nothing to lose. Alligator bites never hear my Doji!
you can see that while this isn't a situation that will happen for everybody, and it's one of the more extreme examples that I could use of a burnt toast theory, this is where the burnt toast theory becomes more of an important concept. It lends itself into falling close to Taoist understandings of the world and deciding that you know what you're good at and you know what you're bad at. And the burnt toast theory is so interesting to me and something that I'm trying to utilize in my life while also not trying to make it such a toxic positivity thing. It holds great interest to me because I understand that sometimes things in life suck. They are difficult, they're frustrating, and they are hard to get over. And I have honestly, for personal experience, come to understand that sometimes the things that we feel like we've lost or missed out on or failed at are setting us up for something so much better. I like the burnt toast theory because it suggests that all the bad things that are taking place in life, the frustrations you may have now, may someday no longer be the frustrations, or may just be training you for something that you needed to do. I know from my own personal experience with in different situations in which I personally found myself wondering why I had to taste the bitter end of defeat, that I came to realize on the other side, it was worth it. Without the experience of that defeat, without the experience of that loss, I would never know how to communicate effectively the things that I wanted to show the world. I would never be motivated in the ways that I am. I would never have gotten to the point that I've gotten to mentally or emotionally or financially or in life as a whole if not for these self-determined L. I wanted to make this burnt toast theory video because one, I wanted a more lighthearted video. I think too many times I talk about politics and there's never too much talking about politics, but I do think that sometimes people want to take the edge off and hear something that is a little just more whimsical. And I also wanted to experiment with not having a script. So that's what was going on here. But what are your thoughts? Do you believe in the burnt toast theory? Do you not believe in the burnt toast theory? Both are okay, but I want to hear what you have to say and let's discuss it in the comment section. As always, I'm Cam Hayden and thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Next time, we're talking about something serious. Maybe it's kind of silly, it's kind of goofy, but it's also socioeconomical, and I think that's important. Cut it off.